The thing that we're looking at is that Thwake Dam is representative of quite a number of things that have been promised that don't come into play. When we look at constitutionalism, that you're a senator, but you're a lawyer as well. So you, to understand this and how oversight then must be done. When the president or anybody with executive, leeway says things like this, what is supposed to happen next? When he is in Mandera and says we're going to build a road from all these places until the last place, what's supposed to happen next? Or was there a process that was supposed to happen before where they say, you know what, actually now we've been able to free up the funds, Mr. President, and we can actually complete this road, and then you may now go and tell the people? Because if you've made a promise and there's no budgetary allocation, there has been no public participation, there has been no policy agreement, how do you backtrack on some of these things? And I reckon that that's some of the difficulty that you have as Senate to now start to pick up these things and pick them apart. What's supposed to happen?
Let me say that before any promise is made to anybody, it must be in the budget. In budget making, there's something called Committee of Supply, whereby you've got every single item which will be done within a year and its amount of money. In the event something is not in the budget, then it is put in the supplementary budget. Means the House will sit and reallocate at some point, make adjustments into the original budget. Unfortunately, throughout East Kenya, President William Ruto has made promises a lot of times not in the budget, a lot of time not kept. The first one is the Thwake Dam, because I personally followed it up, challenged him when he came to water, and he publicly announced by May, we'll have started this dam.
Finished, not started.
Finished. Finished. We'll come and open it. We'll launch it. To be done. It has not been done. So after a month, second month, I went to Treasury, because that's where you can know the truth. And followed up even in the US, and the places where this African, and followed what was happening at African Development Bank. That some people felt that they gave conditions which Kenya was not fulfilling. And for a very simple reason, Kenya had not performed its part of the original agreement with the African Development Bank. So we never did, and unfortunately the promises continue.
What was the agreement saying?
There was a funding, percentages. So African Development Bank did their total percentage of funding. And now to complete the dam, Kenya now wanted to borrow its share of percentage from African Development Bank, so that African Development Bank 100% funds Thwake Dam. That is my understanding of what happened, and they've been back and forth. They're still negotiating. There are all manner of promises that have soon. Now they say the board has approved, so we don't know how long it will take for the money to get here.
Will the money actually come to the completion of Thwake Dam?
Well, ordinarily, African Development Bank is supposed to pay the contractor direct. I hope they are not going to remove this contractor, because when the president was deputy, he had his own company which he wished to do the Thwake Dam. The government gave a different company. All of them are companies with the capacity. They are Chinese companies. They have capacity to do the dams. They do good dams all over the world. They keep their time. This was to be completed initially. The works were to be done in 3 years. So we really thought to be done before President Uhuru left. He personally came there, and the engineers advised him the timelines he was giving were not going to work because of the curing, which must have now taken place. So I really want the government to keep this, and I'm sorry, it is not the only